Hey, what's up guys? Airsoft Man 819 here again with yet another installment of my Shmups video series. In my previous and first video, I talked about Galaga 90 for the PC Engine / TurboGrafx 16. I praised that game for its visual appearance because it looks a lot more like the arcade version than most console ports. But the version of the game I'm showing you guys here is the NES port, or Nintendo Entertainment System. It's an 8-bit system. Obviously it's not 16-bit or 32-bit, so the graphics are a bit watered down compared to the arcade and the TurboGrafx 16 version, but that doesn't mean you should count this game out, because honestly I prefer the gameplay aspect of the NES port over the TurboGrafx 16 port. The reason being is because the TurboGrafx 16 port of this game, the gameplay just doesn't feel right to me. I don't know exactly what it is. The gameplay feels a little bit slowed down and feels laggy, and I just can't get as much of a feel for it. But this port of the game is actually a lot more playable. And matter of fact, most of my friends who have played both games like this game better. The movement is a lot more fluid, it's a lot faster, a lot smoother, it's easier to hit your targets. You don't feel like you're being slowed down or lagging in any way. The graphics obviously are watered down. It doesn't have the little takeoff sequence at the beginning. The basic soundtrack and sound effects are still there, but they're a bit distorted because it's on an 8-bit system. In case you guys missed my last video and do not know what Galaga is, Galaga is a shoot-'em-up game where you're on an invisible rail at the bottom of the screen. You cannot move forward or backward. You can only go side to side. Your goal basically is to kill everything on the screen, not let your enemies pile up, get as many hits and as many points as you can. There are bonus rounds and things like that where you can get extra points. And overall, Galaga is one of the definitive shooters that I would definitely recommend playing, especially if you're just getting into shmups. I would highly recommend you play Galaga before you play anything else. So, even though the NES port doesn't look quite as good as the arcade or the TurboGrafx 16 version, I actually do prefer this version of the game over many other versions. And it's very easy to pick up and play, so I'd highly recommend if you find a copy of it to pick it up. So this has been my video of Galaga for the NES, Nintendo Entertainment System. Stay tuned for more interesting videos from the Airsoft Man 819 channel. I'll see you guys later.